This is Jessica with APC Paints, and today I had picked up this project here from a local greenhouse, and I'm going to add some APC products to it, and I'm going to see what kind of fun finish I can create. So the finish on this really clunky pot is actually not bad. I actually like the finish, but it doesn't really fit the colors in my house. So I'm going to add some APC product to it, just to so it'll look better in my living room. So the colors I'm going to go with are Smoke Signal, the gray, Kona, a brown, Uncle Sam, the white, and then we're going to do the final coat in Cannonball black. So just to get started, I'm going to put a scoop of paint onto my plate. We'll just start with a little bit here. So we're roughly just starting with about a teaspoon of paint of each color. I don't want to cover it completely. Well, maybe some colors I will. The black most definitely will be the full coverage color. But we'll just start with this, and then I have my brushes have just been loosening up in some water here. And I'm just going to paint these colors in random spots all over. So let's start with the Kona brown. So APC Products does go on any surface. So even if you're out looking around at your greenhouse and you see some pieces that you really like but you don't like the color, you can most definitely go over it with APC. So what I'm doing is I'm just random areas putting Kona. If you were to do the same thing on a bigger project, it is kind of a good idea to take a picture of where you actually place these different colors, and then you can go, when it comes to distressing, you can go back and look at your picture to see where you put certain colors. Now this pot has lots of texture on it, but I'm also going to be putting extra texture on it for some of the colors that I really want to come through. So I'm thinking I really want to see like the grays and the whites. And so what I'll do is I'll just do some dabbing. That. So when you dab it, you want like paint peaks. You want the paint just a little bit raised and stippled on there, just to add texture. Okay, so we finished painting it and I blow dried it. Now I'm ready to put the final coat of Cannonball over top. So I'm just going to cover one layer just to make sure all the undercolors are covered. Just do a nice coverage here. Have you made it out to your local greenhouse? It was kind of fun getting out there and seeing some of the stuff. They're starting to get out, and all the spring stuff coming out, all the plants, all the gnomes, all the garden decor. Some of the garden decor looks kind of, in my opinion, the colors are a little crazy, but that's why I love APC Paints, is because you can pick up those things, those garden pieces, and you can paint them into whatever color you like. The dollar store has some really good garden stuff too that would be fun to paint. Paint in a solid color, or to match your front door. You have a normal flower color that you buy. When you buy your flowers, do you get one certain color? I like to get yellow. Yellow is my flower color. Yes, this guy definitely needed to be black. I love it. So fun. Can't wait to see all those other undercolors come through. Okay, so we'll let them dry, and then we'll do the fun part of distressing. Oh, I missed a spot over here. And if you look at my teaspoons of paint that I used for all the colors, I barely even used a teaspoon, so that is almost like a waste of paint because I barely used any. Okay, so I just grabbed one of my sanding pads, and then I'm just gonna go over the whole piece. Oh, see that texture? And the different colors coming through. So as you can see, sanding with a sander, like with sanding paper, it's more messy than doing your wet distressing. So I like to have wet ones close, and then after I've done one layer, I'll just take my wet one and lightly wipe off all the dust. Oh, so awesome. I just love texture, love texture. And it's really easy to get texture with APC paints. If you have a very flat piece that needs a little bit of pop, all you do is dab the paint and it creates beautiful texture. Oh, I'm really loving that. Really, really, really loving that. This part here, it's taken off too much, so I'm just gonna go dab my finger in the black and just go over it just a little bit. And then let that dry. Can't. Other than that, I think it's looking pretty awesome. And the Kona and the gray and the white they look really good coming through here. Those three colors with the black look pretty good. Okay, so we painted it, we distressed it, and now the final step is we're going to seal it. The thing with the top coat is it does go a long ways, just like the paint. So we just want to put just a little bit into our dish. And because this is a home decor piece, it's not going to get a lot of wear and tear. I'm just going to put one layer on it. Now when the top coat goes on, if it goes on like this and it's sitting, you just want to just move it around. And you don't want to overwork it, but you don't want it to be too white. So just keep moving it around. The top coat gives a shiny finish, and it's available in a big bottle, a 16 ounce or an 8 ounce. And like I said, it does go a long ways. If you're to do like your kitchen table, we would recommend 3 to 4 layers, but just on small decor pieces, just 1 layer is good. The more layers you put on it, the more durability it'll have. And it just kind of makes the color pop. And it will dry clear. And you can see I barely put any into my dish and I still have lots there. So do remember that it does go pretty far. And then we're gonna let that completely dry. So what do you guys think? I love how it turned out. I love the tones and the colors that I picked for this, and I love it with the plant inside. So I hope today I inspired you to go out and create. Go find something from your local greenhouse or dollar store and just make that time to create.